fury. We are underway at TCF Bank Stadium. Once again, thank you for joining us on 45 TV. Along with Buzz Lagos and Eric Nordquist, I'm Chris Lidholm. We are here at a unique setting, a very first time ever, a Minnesota.
No matter what size field, again, a more skillful team will tend to come out on top.
Ball played through, intended for Ramirez. Now Ottawa. Venegas with the step. Vicentini for United. Good ball. Venegas in. Ramirez. 1-0 Minnesota! By a goal early in the game.
It is early, Chris. So Minnesota has to be patient, still work hard, and not just sit on their laurels with a goal. But Ottawa's got to come back and realize pushing inside, opening up that channel for Kevin Venegas, and it gives Minnesota an extra midfielder in the middle, and gives that Kevin Venegas a chance to get down the flank and expose this side of Ottawa's defense.
Ottawa's turn now to just maintain that possession. Ubi Parapovic. Able to get past Richter. Ibarra still pushed it too far in front of him. Touched away by Beckie.
And he took that player on and needed to find a.
Absolutely fantastic, beautiful 81 degrees. Here's Floyd Franks to the corner. Stumbles a bit. A little collision there with Beckie. Richter now, just working it around. Ottawa still 8th minute. Trafford. How long, Buzz, usually does it take?
Frustrated that his guys are getting beat to balls despite how narrow the field is. As we just saw that near scoring attempt there. Some frustration coming from Ottawa's side.
Thanks, Eric. And
I'd say the field, in my mind, just watching the teams play so far, favors Ottawa right now. We like to stretch teams. Minnesota likes to stretch teams out much more than our opponents tend to. And right now, with the narrow field, we can't quite do that. You saw the ball by Calvano wide.
In Buzz. You know, the little, Aaron Pitchcole pushing back to play kind of the center back from his defensive center midfield position. And really kind of in a way, not a lot of experience playing alongside Thiago Calvano.
Well, they had a good game. They played well against Swansea. They paired up together, too. I mean,
to me, like Calvano went up just fine, but now in the replay, you kind of see the elbow came up a little bit.
Tucked into his body a bit. That's a tough one. I think at a certain level, he might not call that one. The back line is holding tight, though, for Ottawa. They're making it difficult.
Yes, very much so.
To play in front of them, and there's not a lot of space in front.
Want to remind you,
you can't take that guy on that spot there. Get it back across, find Calvano, find Pitchcole, get it wide again to Diaz on their side. Find Vicentini, just don't.
Richter tackled there by Mendez. Ryan Richter, new to the Ottawa squad. He had signed with Toronto FC.
And you just love that little bit of dynamic tack by Minnesota. They just seem to get the quite little one-touches, find the runners, get the ball wide, get the cross in.
Minnesota with a 1-0 lead on a 4th-minute goal by Christian Ramirez. From Kevin Venegas, a combination, a duo that not really favorited up in Ottawa. If you remember, Kevin Venegas on the free kick, far post, Christian Ramirez with the header, and that was the game winner with just seconds to go in this the only other matchup between these. Mason Trafford swings it over to Drew Beckie. Beckie spent some time last season with the Columbus Crew Reserves. He was a 28th overall draft pick in the Super U23 Olympic teams. Vicentini, the ball forward. In a way, you start to gain that non-verbal ability where you just kind of know where each other will be.
Intuition that you need, Chris.
Right.
Because many times you have to anticipate where that ball's going to go as opposed to shot, and technically if he could have gotten in goal, it might have been just under that crossbar. Right now, I mean, Coach Lagos wants his team to keep that possession in that middle area there, and players have to come to the ball. You just can't wait for it because that allows the defenders to sprint by you and win the ball. So you need to get that movement where you're coming to the ball, and then the quick passing. And
Beckie over to Trafford. Has missed one game here for Ottawa in this fall season. Now Davies. Good give and go with Daly. Ramirez looking to give Minnesota back the lead, but a great recovery by Drew Beckie to deny that.
Yeah, great defensive by Beckie.
In front of his team's bench. You're enjoying this game on 45 TV or on NASLlive.com. Why don't you come out and see it in person? Next chance to do so will be next Saturday.
The narrow field is right now, I think, the Ottawa's advantage. They like that tightness of space to close down Minnesota's possession.
Effective. Daniel Mendez was in front of the Ottawa defender, or the assistant referee couldn't see the defender, and so wasn't quite sure on that positioning. As you see, Christian Ramirez down taking a whack and a yellow card.
A lazy challenge there by Drew Beckie, and just taking Ramirez's legs right out from underneath him.
Yeah, we saw that in the first half from Omar Daly, just kind of a lazy tackle in a sense. Vicentini pushes it through, he's taken down, and a penalty kick called for Minnesota. A step up to take the penalty kick from Minnesota, looking to give him the lead, and he does! Christian Ramirez with his second of the game gives Minnesota a 2-1 lead.
Very composed finish. We're probably not even quite halfway, are we? With all the games they have to play. 9 in the fall.
Put it this way, he's definitely in the conversation when you talk about NASL MVP.
He sure is, and clearly been a very important play for Minnesota because finishing is crucial to being successful. He's going to go do that.
Back in 2007. Now Daly bringing it out. Good step by Beckie. Eustachio. Lubi Peripovic. Upcoming. Eventually, once the referee notices that Oliver is wanting to enter the game. Lubi Peripovic.
Foul by running through against a tight back line like that. One of your midfielders has to come through and run by that back line because they can time the runs and run early and get a serve.
Now Ottawa with the possession, pushing forward is made a cap with the Canada national team in a little friendly against Denmark last January, along with Philippe Davies. So some national team experience earlier today for the first game of the doubleheader, which was Manchester City and Olympiacos. Now the second game, it's cooled down quite a bit, as we may have a little weather coming in from the
field. I wouldn't say that it's affecting gameplay just yet. The clouds are looking incredibly ominous to the west. I wish I would have brought an umbrella down here.
Yeah, Eric, I'm sorry. I feel a little bad for you, being stuck down there in that rain. And we're up here in the enclosed press box. I know you feel bad for us as well. Lubi Peripovic, who has the goal here for Ottawa this afternoon. Out in the open and now have kind of moved up and are kind of up in the concourse area under the covering of the second deck. So the rain definitely starting to pick up here at TCF Bank Stadium. Especially with the temperature was a bit warmer. You know, the sun was out, it was warm. I was down on the field during the previous game, and very quickly it was, got very hot. That goes off the head of Diaz. Minnesota having a tough time clearing. Finally, Diaz, and that's kind of exactly the right ball from Vinny Dantas on that right side. How you want to play it, especially when your teammate's beating the defender.
Kind of the way Minnesota got their goal, their first goal.
Step by Beckie.
Remember, Floyd Franks lasted about 70-75 against Carolina. Too. He's getting a little tired, so you want to get the fresh legs on there to run. And yes, I think ideally you want to shut Ottawa down, and Greg Jordan's got the legs to close people down and keep them from getting good chances.
Wonderful run that, one of the better goals I've seen Minnesota score this season against Swansea. And he also has another goal on a beautiful header against Atlanta earlier this year. Bisoncini. In the 79th minute, his team leading by 1. Set up, Watson! That's blocked. Never saw the call from the referee.
Yeah, with this weather out here and the rain falling, and we saw from Jamie Watson's shot just a moment ago, keeping the...
This is what technical players come through in the wet weather. His coaching team would like to play in the rain many times just to show this technical shortcomings. Say, hey, we're going to work on these in training, gentlemen. That's why I mentioned many times in the United States, many of our teams get let down by not being able to defend better. But quite.
Victor on the right side now for the Fury. About 6.5 minutes to go. Any extra time added by the referee? There wasn't any extra time added, but fresh and fun.
A nice little run by Jamie Watson, but he team needed so far, and it's the difference between him and Franks getting to the ball, closing people down, getting a touch on it, making it tough for players to play by them.
Today's broadcast is copyrighted 2014 Minnesota United FC. All rights reserved. This material may